Welcome to the Lila Life Show. I'm your host, Linda Andrews, and you've tuned in to the right place to uplevel in your life and business. Enjoy the show. Welcome to the Lila Life Show. This is your host, Linda Andrews, and we have a great episode for you today. We're going to be talking about energy and attuning to your own energy, feeling into your own energy, learning your energy. And I think you're going to have some insights that are really supportive for you. That is my intention. I'd like to start today by inviting you to take 3 deep breaths, connecting with yourself. If you're driving, eyes open. If you're not driving, maybe you can close your eyes and just tune into your body. This word embodiment, which I interpret as fully being in yourself, which distractions can take away from that, right? Like distractions everywhere, which lead to disembodiment. Often trauma can lead to disembodiment. But this embodiment, the ability to find safety in your system and fully being in yourself, with yourself as yourself, can be quite powerful. So we just did a little body scan, self check-in. How's your energy right now? Notice where your emotions at. What are the quality of your thoughts? Has today been a frustrating day? Are you feeling super stoked on life and you love this episode? Are you feeling yourself in a challenge and not able to see it as an opportunity? What's going on for you? Just notice where your energy's at. Okay, so you have it. This energy system can be is guiding you if you'll let it. Can be guiding you if you'll let it, is guiding you if you're paying attention, right? And this idea of actions taken in trust increase your energy. Actions taken in fear decrease your energy. When I heard this, it cut me. It like ninja chopped me. I was like, whoa, oh, whoa, 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 oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Trust, and I would even add actions taken in trust, actions taken in fear, in love, excuse me. So actions taken in trust and love, or love, actions taken in fear. So I would like you, if you are in a safe space to do this, to let the feeling of fear flood through your system. See if you can generate what it feels like to be afraid for a moment. Maybe you have a few things on your mind that it's easy to do this with. And notice how you feel. If I had to guess, you may feel contracted. You may feel a tightness somewhere. You may feel pressure. Okay. Now take the word trust. Let that generate through your system. What does it feel like to be in trust? Maybe a smile comes onto your face. Maybe you can see clearly in this now moment and into your future. Love. Oh my gosh, I can feel it immediately. Love. So tuning into your body's processing system via feelings and emotions, noticing which actions, thoughts, feelings, and emotions are increasing your energy or decreasing your energy. Actions taken in trust and love versus actions taken in fear. This is an invitation to be in noticing and observation that can empower you to nip some of this, if you so choose, in the bud. Last week, my grandpa had some health concerns, and I noticed myself feeling a bit anxious and vacillating between anxiety and future projecting, getting into embodiment, processing emotions, right? Sadness, scared. And by the end of the weekend, I noticed I was exhausted, which just leads me to believe maybe I was going into some headspaces that were not perhaps the most supportive. Now, I can be aware of this without judgment because the judgment is such a low vibrational frequency. It is decreasing the energy as well, the shame, the guilt. So if you just take these different energies, and Mr. David Hawkins, he has this beautiful chart, which you can Google, and it shows empowering energies above, he quantified this, above 200 are empowering and below 200 are disempowering. And often these disempowering belief systems can be very familiar emotional homes that have been habituated and patterned into our way of being, that they're easy to get to. It would be like walking across the street, or maybe I actually even live there. Shame, guilt, those are two big ones. Fear, anger, frustration. So noticing the scale of empowering and disempowering, seeing when am I working in trust, when am I in fear? When you have important decisions to make, if you're an entrepreneur, maybe within your business, there is a vast difference between making a decision for your company and your team from a place of excitement, trusting that life is always here for me versus fear. Oh my God, I don't know. There's a big difference. And I would go as far to say, if it's a little hypothesis within the quantum realm, that maybe when we are infusing things with this energy and attention, it could affect it. I don't know. Like, the verdict's out on that one. I'm sure some people are doing the work that would say the verdict's not out, and it's very clearly is, but I don't have enough to say that. I just a feeling that I get, an intuition, as we would say. Take a moment and reflect on this question: where am I putting my energy? There can be situations that aren't your particular flavor or preference, that you can still choose how you would like to show up. Empowerment versus disempowerment for you. I'm not asking you to be an egomaniac or a narcissist. I'm asking you to tune into your energy systems and notice what of these habitual behavior patterns are empowering or disempowering for you, to tap into this awareness, to take the personal responsibility to be in integrity with shifting your energy, to tap more into the trusting and love of life, and to opt out of, unsubscribe to the fear. We've heard fear mongering before, this term, and I was like deep in a daydream, like, what if we started doing love mongering? What would that be like? Oh my gosh, I want to love monger you so hard right now. If I wake up in the morning and I'm like, I'm going to love monger life so hard right now, what does my day feel like? I can picture it. I'm like out of bed quick. I'm cuddling with the pup. I'm nice to my husband. I am like stoked for a workout. Before the workout, I'm getting into my morning practice. Right now, I'm really loving some chanting after my meditation. I'm like chanting my heart out. My prayers are there, like the whole thing. It's just like flow, flow, flow. Get the food. I'm smiling. I'm like, hey, life. Yes, I have the stoke. Doesn't mean that there aren't circumstances or situations that are less than desirable or not my preference, but it's the integrity with the choices I have in the micro moments to love up on life, to love monger the shit out of life. Mm. If you haven't gone on a bike ride lately, I highly recommend you do. Biking's been a funny thing in my life. I grew up biking with my family. We'd go on family bike rides, very sweet memory. And I post college swimming got into triathlons for a bit, and I got my first credit card and bought a road bike and whatever. There's like lots of stories with these bikes, and long story short, there's like so many funny bike stories that I don't need to get into right now, but I'd be happy to share in another time. Um, anyway, I started biking recently. I have a little like city cruiser bike, 7 gear, put a basket on the back, bike to the beach, bike to meetings sometimes, show up sweaty. It's summer in Florida. It's like 100 and whatever degrees humidity. And I started noticing something on the bike rides. I started noticing that people don't make eye contact because they're busy judging each other. And like I know I've done it. So I'm like, it's an observation because I could see like, oh, I've definitely done that. But it's funny because on the bike rides, I like to bike and smile and like say hi, and, like really get into it with everyone. I'm usually like listening to my high vibe and stuff and whatever. And that hit me one day. I was like, oh my gosh, people are in this judgmental energy. They can't make eye contact and smile. And we could get into how the phones play a role this and all the things, but it just really made me laugh when I had this insight because I was like, oh, wow. First of all, with judgment, it's often within ourselves. We're usually like pretty critical and judgmental of ourselves. Then we are doing this thing where we can't make eye contact because we're judging each other. There's just like this irony to not being able to accept ourselves and accept others and connect with others. And this really, really struck me the one day. But these bike rides, if you look around and pay attention, like there's a lot happening all the time. You always see something new. And this love mongering, right? The smiling at everyone and like the getting into it. There's like an energy to that. Maybe you can feel that energy. Maybe you're feeling fired up right now. Have the integrity to notice where you are at energetically, if you are in embodiment or not. Make the adjustments as needed. Notice when you are in judgment, which, hey, we've said this low frequency, and just see, are there any areas that you can make some micro adjustments that allow you to access life more fully? Get on over there and love monger someone today. It's my yeehaw giddy up. Can you watch a 5-minute YouTube video and just laugh and it be fun? Can you dance? Can you do these things that bring you so much joy and so much energy? Maybe it feels like you're faking it at first, but you get yourself there and have access to what is really going on in this infinite, beautiful, vibrating paradise of an earth that we live on. And I know things are going on, and I know that there are reasons to feel other than that. But if you can come into this energetic integrity with yourself, with this embodiment, life will start changing for you. Trust is a powerful word. And I think there's a lot of reasons that we cannot trust our own self. And usually it's from things that have gone in the past. When you can start deepening this trust for yourself, you can start deepening this trust with others. You can start deepening this trust in life. Life is for me, life is as me. Versus the fear lens. I like to use little props when I'm coaching. And sometimes I'm like, let's say these glasses are for this, right? Fear. I'm just looking around for every single doomsday thing. I'm criticizing anyone and everyone, including myself. I'm in judgment. I'm in comparison. Versus, I'm going to experiment, pretend these are a different color. with a different vibration. I'm going to feel good. I'm going to enjoy. I'm going to play Ain't No Mountain High Enough and send it to my family this morning. What can life start to feel like and do and be like? What actions, what are the byproducts of those actions, results of those actions taken in trust versus taken in fear? So I challenge you. It's funny because I think challenge in that context is a verb, but opportunity, I opportunity you. I don't know if that can ever be a verb. I'm not the grammar star right now, but I opportunity you to consider these micro shifts you can make and see what happens. I feel excited for you. I feel excited for us. I feel excited for what's unfolding. The more you tune in and live from that attunement, the more you take your emotions as information for adjustments that you can make, the more you choose empowering choices for yourself again and again and again and again, you will experience transformation. That's 100% guaranteed. But the only person that can do it is you. I love you. I hope this landed. We will see you next week on the Lila Life Show. As always, we'll get this mix going of some teaching episodes and some expert interviews. If you have some interesting guests that you have for our show, please email team@lilalife.co. There is also a podcast application on our site. Sending so much love. Actions taken in trust increase energy. Let that be the mantra for the week. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed today's episode of the Lila Life Show. Be sure to share, like, and comment. Tune in next week. And if you're not already a member of the Lila Life Collective, you'll want to be. So take a look in the show notes and be sure you sign up today. Have a beautiful day.